She may contain the urge to run away, but hold her down with soggy clothes and breeze
Welcome
blows.
to the discussion channel. This week, we're going to be talking about Lecture 6, Northrop Frye's The Educated Imagination, Lecture 6, and the guest. We're basically going to compare what Northrop Frye states in Lecture 6, and we're going to compare it to the guest. On top of that, we're going to look at archetypal criticism and liberal humanist criticism.
Hi guys, my name is Matt Mahalik, and today I'm going to be giving a brief summary of Frye's Lecture 6. So, in this lecture, Frye states that social norms are not questioned by people on a daily basis. We use gobbledygooks in order to persuade us with better word choices. We use our sanity and our irony when, for example, making purchases. We use irony to break down the advertisements and politics. We educate our morally and socially and our imagination so we can stay away from cliches and social mythology. Advertisements educate people about how new products and the function of new products. So, what is imagination? Imagination is the power of the mind acting and forming new ideas or images in our mind.
Kids, like Frye's previously mentioned, like those stories, they all come from the same place. So it's the same base and ground concept, but new ideas. So I think that we are taught, like, without knowing, when we're very young, about, like life skills and stuff like that. So I think that's a big influence that literature does have in our lives.
So basically what we're trying to say is literature just, it educates us to get to the point of educated imagination.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, thanks for taking that one, Addie.
You're welcome, no problem. So today I'll be giving the summary on the guest. So what happens is there's this man named Durham, and his job is to sit at the top of the hill and look out for what's going on to protect the children. And one night he saw these two men slowly approaching the hill. And at first he didn't know who they were. But as they came closer, they saw a soldier, Alduji, and the other was an Arab man bound to a rope. After Durham got them to the schoolhouse, he got them warm and he got them food because he didn't understand what was going on, if the Arab man really was guilty. So after that, his job was to stay with the Arab man and make sure that he couldn't escape, because his job in the morning, his duty, was to make sure that he would take him to jail, because that's what he was instructed to do. So what ended up happening was he left his revolver on the desk. So during the night, he was terrified that the prisoner was going to take his revolver and shoot him or try to harm him. But luckily that didn't happen. So in the morning time, Jern got the prisoner. He got him food and water and everything. And then they went on their journey. Now this is where it gets very interesting, because Jern gave the prisoner an option. One was to go south or to go north. Based on what he chose, he would be going to set himself free, or he would be going to prison. Now this is where morals and ethics come in. Because Dern didn't know that the Arab man was guilty or wasn't guilty, he left it up to the Arab man, and the Arab man chose to go to jail. And that is the summary of the guest.
Thank you. Alright, so basically we just went through the summaries, and now let's come to the actual topic about this discussion. So right now, like we stated before, we're looking at like archetypal criticism and liberal humanists. So can you go more into that?
Yeah, so Fry's main idea is the archetypes, whereas in The Guest, the main idea is liberal humanism. So our thesis for The Guest is that liberal humanism is a better way to break down The Guest rather than Fry's archetypal method. So we can expand on that.
Right. So yeah, so basically, I think we should use stuff from ideas from both Northrop Frye's educated imagination to help us verify that liberal humanism is the better option.
Right, okay, exactly.